All right, welcome to the broadcast, and our sign language interpreter tonight is Damian Evans. Now, this afternoon, President William Ruto unveiled the first batch of his cabinet nominees, which include some notable names from his previous team. Let's look at the CSs. We have Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki, his defense counterpart Aden Duale. Roads Ministry will be under Davis Chirchir. We also have as well Attorney General, President William Ruto has nominated Rebecca Miano. For lands, we have Alice Wahome, and environment docket will be under Soipan Tuya. As well, we also have new cabinet nominees from the education sector. There is Julius Migos Ogamba. The health docket, the nominee is Dr. Deborah Mlongo Barasa. Agriculture, President Ruto wants Dr. Andrew Muhia Karanja to head that particular docket. As well, we have water. The new nominee is Eric Mureithi. ICT, Dr. Margaret Nyambura Ndongo. The new cabinet nominees will be vetted in Parliament once members of Parliament resume sitting this month. That is the 23rd of this month. As you can see on the screens, those are the reappointed CSs by President William Ruto. Now, tonight, President William Ruto has named part of his new cabinet, which consists of 6 recycled cabinet secretaries and 5 new faces. The head of state has reinstated 4 of the sacked CSs to serve in their former positions, while reshuffling 2 of them and 5 newbies, including a 32-year-old civil engineering in his first batch of cabinet. KTN's political affairs reporter Daniel Karaoke is back from State House and now reports on the changes in the new cabinet.
Accompanied by his deputy Rigathi Gachagua and Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, President William Ruto was here to address the nation. Kenyans looking into his awaited news briefing on who he would announce as the new cabinet.
I nominate the following first batch of 11 individuals for consideration and approval by the National Assembly for appointment as cabinet secretaries.
But the president would recycle several faces of cabinet secretaries that were in the previous cabinet that was gazetted as dissolved Wednesday. From his address, the head of state retained former CSs Kithure Kindiki in the Interior Ministry, Alice Wahome in her Lands Ministry, Soipan Tuya retained her Ministry of Environment and Climate Change, and Aden Duale remained in the Defense Ministry. Rebecca Miano, who was formerly in the Trade Ministry, is now the Attorney General, while Davis Chirchir, who was formerly in the Energy Ministry, becomes the new Roads and Transport Cabinet Secretary.
It cannot be denied that our nation has been in a crisis caused by multiple and complex factors. Neither can we turn away from recognizing that the opportunity before us is greater than the crisis.
However, new faces join cabinet.
Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Dr. Andrew Muhia Karanja. Ministry of Health, Dr. Deborah Mlongo Barasa. Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, Eric Mureithi Muga. Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy, Dr. Margaret Nyambura Ndungu. Ministry of Education, Julius Migosi Ogamba.
Out of the 11 nominees, 6 hail from Mount Kenya region. They include Rebecca Miano, the AG, Dr. Andrew Karanja for Agriculture, Alice Wahome for Lands, Professor Kithure Kindiki for Interior, Eric Mureithi for Water, and Margaret Ndongo for ICT. This means that the fate of Moses Kuria, who was in the public service, Njuguna Ndongo in Treasury, and Justin Muturi, who was Attorney General, hangs in the balance, especially due to the president's insistence of forming a broad-based government.
I am continuing to undertake consultations across the political divide on the balance of cabinet that I will appoint shortly.
His decision to name only 11 nominees and assuring that he would continue with further consultations to announce the rest of the cabinet has been interpreted as a move to give way for the Azimio coalition to agree on their proposed names, as his nominees largely came from Mount Kenya region and one from Rift Valley. President William Ruto has jump-started his cabinet once again as he seeks to have good service delivery and competence in his cabinet, even as 5 cabinet secretaries makes a comeback into the cabinet. Focus now shift to the rest of the names that will be announced as part of the cabinet. Daniel Kariuki, KTN News at State House, Nairobi.
Well, thank you, Karaoke, for that.